Good morning. Today I'm going to make some vegan, gluten-free patties to have with a roast dinner. So let's go. First of all, I'm going to peel a sweet potato. This is to help bind the patty together because it's a gluten-free patty. And then I'm going to slice the sweet potato up to boil it in some hot water until it is soft. Then I'm going to make a flaxseed egg or a linseed egg. Flaxseed and linseed, one and the same thing. A tablespoon of flax seeds and 3 tablespoons of water. 1, 2, 3. Give it a quick stir and then just put it aside for a little bit to thicken up, and that will help bind the patties together as well. Then line a baking tray with either baking paper or a reusable liner ready to go. Chop up an onion and then fry the onion in some olive oil until it becomes soft. And then I'm going to chop up about 1.5 cups of mushrooms. And these mushrooms are really nice. There's a packet of exotic mushrooms because I thought its guests are coming tomorrow for Sunday dinner, so I thought make it nice. So 1.5 cups of mushrooms, but any mushrooms would do. So the onions are quite soft now, and I'm going to add the 1.5 cups of mushrooms and stir that in and leave that. It's on quite a low heat just to reduce down. I'm now going to add 3 teaspoons of garlic powder and stir that in. I've got a jar of brown lentils here, but you can get them in tins as well, brown or green. I prefer the brown. So drain them well. And then we just want 1 cup for the meal. And we need to pat them dry with a kitchen roll so that it's not too wet. So we want 1 cup of drained lentils. And I've just got some kitchen roll here. I'm just going to tip the cup onto it like that and just pat it dry to get a lot of the moisture out before tipping it into the, it's not too bad actually, before tipping it into the frying pan. I've turned the heat off now and I'm just going to add the dried off brown lentils. And then add 2 tablespoons of tamari, 1 tablespoon of tomato puree, a teaspoon of smoked paprika, a teaspoon of sage, a teaspoon of thyme, half a teaspoon of fennel seeds, half a teaspoon of salt, and a tablespoon of nutritional yeast. I get this one with the added B12, a dash of black pepper or to taste, and you can also, if you want to, add some chili powder, but I don't like chili, so I won't be doing that, but you could do that if you wanted to make it a little bit spicier. And then once the sweet potatoes are cooked, strain them, put them in a big bowl and mash them and leave everything to get cold. So the sweet potato is cold, the lentil mixture is cold, and the flax seeds have been soaking. So I'm now going to pour the flaxseed mixture in with the sweet potatoes. And this will bind it all together. And then mix the lentil mixture with the sweet potatoes and the flax seeds. And stir all that together. And in order for it not to be too sticky, I'm going to use some gluten-free flour, which is of the free range. And it's a mixture of rice, potato, tapioca, maize, buckwheat, raisin. It's all gluten-free flour. So I'm going to put some on my hands, like so, and divide it into 4. That's it into 2. And then arrange the patties onto the baking tray. It really is quite a loose mixture. And once they're all on the tray, I'm going to put them in the fridge overnight so they're ready for tomorrow. And then they'll go in the oven at 180 degrees centigrade for 20 to 30 minutes until they're all crispy.